One thing that I feel like so many people fail to realize is the fact that the mind was made to protect you. It wasn't made to imprison you. So I say that to say that overthinking does not solve your problems. It puts you in a position to subconsciously create more. And one thing that took me so long to learn in life is the fact that overthinking is disguised as preparation. We think when we have these thoughts that we're being intentional, that we're being alert and our mind is being aware, but really it's just fear in disguise. It's you not knowing that deep down inside, you're afraid of a certain outcome. Therefore, your mind is sending out all these signals, hoping that you react to them, hoping that you act out of emotion, hoping that you act out of that form of fear. And I just want to let you know today that in order for you to truly elevate and grow, you're going to have to stop overthinking. It's natural for you to be afraid, but it's not going to do you any justice allowing yourself to sit in this form of doubt or fear when you can be focused more on productivity. The more that you allow yourself to take on your burdens, the harder it's going to be. When you fully surrender and you trust in God's ability to make things happen in your life, there is no need for you to overthink. There is no need for you to have that fear. And if you find yourself back in the position where you may have doubt, it's simply because you're not trusting in what He has in store for you. Things aren't always going to look how we want them to look. Oftentimes, a closed door to us may look like the end of the road, but to God, it looks like a stepping stone. It looks like a barrier that He's going to allow you to walk through. All you have to do is just open it. Don't imagine it being locked. Just imagine it being one stepping stone to you getting to that next version of yourself, or you reaching that next high point. And a quick little analogy, man, and I'll never forget this. I may have told it on one of my videos before, but I'll never forget I had a friend in high school. He was super talented. We played basketball with each other each and every day. He always wanted to join a team, but he never allowed himself to gain that sense of confidence that he needed in order to actually go out and do it, right? So he placed this form of fear, doubt, just overthinking all in his mind, up until the point where he realized he didn't have a shot anymore. He ran out of time. And that story alone always stuck with me, because overthinking is one thing that can keep you imprisoned to your own thoughts. It can keep you trapped and stuck in that very moment, because whether you realize it or not, that fear, it can consume you. It can stop you from moving forward, and it can keep you stuck in that exact position that it occurred in. Truly understanding that the more that you analyze a situation, the more that you take yourself out of the position to act. My life dramatically changed when I stopped trying to be in control of everything. Our mind can trick us, mislead us, put us in so many different positions that probably are not favorable. But if you can train yourself to just act sometimes, act on instinct, when you have that gut feeling knowing that you should do something, or you have that deep desire knowing that you want to accomplish certain things, do not psych yourself out of that potential success that may come into your life. You got to understand that you gain a sense of peace when you stop trying to control outcomes. You overthinking is nothing more than you losing control of a situation. You may feel weak, you may feel vulnerable, but true strength isn't even necessarily in having control, it's in letting go. Stop tying your overall happiness and your sanity to a certain outcome, because whether you realize it or not, sometimes your mind will create pain that you've never experienced. We all do it each and every day. I'm pretty sure we all have these thoughts of certain things that, if they occurred in our life, would tear us apart. Things that we may not have even experienced or even went through. But that's just fear creeping up on you. That's something that happens to keep you in a low vibrational state so that you can stop elevating. And one thing that I learned about true elevation and fear is it's always best to face it. When you have those doubts, when you're overthinking, those usually are the times where you should act. Act on the thing that you may be afraid of facing. In high school, I used to have a deep fear of going up and speaking in front of the class. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all may relate. I don't know what it is about speaking in front of your peers, but it used to be a big thing to me. I used to get anxiety. My palms used to start sweating. So mentally, I had to tell myself, like, okay, in order to fully overcome this, what should I do? So I started to face it. I started to be the one that wanted to go first presenting, because I knew the sooner I can get it out of the way, the sooner all that anxiety and stress can go away. So why not face it first? Why not set the standard? You have to train yourself to be the standard. Do not let other people, do not even let life set the bar for what's going on inside of your world. And I really want you to understand that clarity lives on the other side of surrender. You have to give all of your problems up. And I know all of y'all may not be spiritual, but we all have something or someone that we turn to when we feel overwhelmed. You have to give your problems to God. If you're stressed constantly, if you're overthinking constantly, the odds of you being in God's presence are slim to none. You may have to get back in the Word. You may have to do some more praying and do some more deep work, because I promise you, God will not forsake you. He will be there and He'll take the burden off your back. I've went through some of the most traumatic things that I could have ever imagined that I would go through. But when you give it all to God, when you allow Him to truly guide you, you suddenly realize that you don't have to face anything alone. It doesn't matter what life throws at you. There is a solution and there is a lesson behind everything. It's just up to you to choose to view it that way. You may be somebody that's used to looking at things the worst possible way. Oh, this is pulling me down. Life is never going to get better. I'm so fed up, I'm hurt. But okay, what is that going to do for you? Ask yourself these questions like, what is that really going to do for you? And when you stop playing victim and you start taking accountability, you realize that you don't have no time to waste. It's not going to solve anything. So therefore, you're not going to act like that. And what overthinking does is it steals your now. It steals this current moment from you, and it lets you create false illusions of reality and what the future may even be. Things that may not even happen, but you're allowing yourself to create subconsciously. We need to learn how to live in the moment. We need to learn how to be present, accept things for what they are, and just let go of control. That's really it. You will never be able to heal what you won't stop obsessing over. All that ties into is just control. For some reason, as human beings, we always have to feel like we have a grip or a hold on life in order to feel some sort of power, in order to feel some sort of peace and true control. And I don't know why that is, because what I learned above all is it's actually the complete opposite. If you feel like you have everything in close proximity, you have control, you have power, deep down inside, you probably may feel the most vulnerable and the weakest, because if all of those things that you feel like you have power over suddenly left, it would leave you feeling weak. But when you give all of that power up, when you give the idea of control up and you allow things to be what they are, you allow things to flourish at their own pace, that's when you develop your true strength within. Just think about any time that y'all may have been in a relationship, right? Even as kids, whatever you want to call it. I don't know about y'all, but I used to be somebody that used to try to control people. Yes, we know it's wrong. Save that for another time. But I used to try to tell people what to do. And I used to always wonder why they never listen. And it's because people are going to do what they want to do, yes, but you have to allow things to grow and flourish at their own speed. You cannot control, you cannot dictate when something wants to sprout, when someone wants to grow. But when you finally let go of control, that's when everything starts to align. And that's exactly when your life will start to align with your wants and your desires, when you let go of that form of control. Stop overthinking. Because all it's going to do is just stretch you out and then put you in a position mentally where you develop low self-esteem and you start comparing yourself to the next person and you feel overwhelmed. It's okay to feel how you feel in this moment, yes, but what is not okay is to play victim and allow yourself to stay in this current state of mind. It's okay to elevate, it's okay to grow, but it starts with you just allowing things to happen how they're supposed to happen. Let go of control, and I promise you the doors that need to open in your life, they will open soon enough. And I feel like sometimes in life what we don't understand is the fact that some thoughts are not meant to be resolved. Some things that pop up on our minds, they're not meant to be acted on. A lot of them are meant to be released, put out into the world, because we know deep down inside that if we act on it, it's probably going to have us somewhere hurt. It's probably going to have us somewhere overthinking or damaged. Let go of control. Release everything that you know is not going to put you in a position to elevate. Your life will turn out exactly how it needs to be because God still has a hand on you. You just have to have some faith. But if you made it to the end of the video, I just want to say thank you so much. It's your boy Blue Jay Tay. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.